Hey guys, DM Cubing. Today we're going to magnetize the Yuxin Little Magic. That's right guys, it's my tutorial for the Yuxin Little Magic by request of 34cubes, KKP, Cubing for Eternity, Zoral 220, and Anonymous C. Here is my tutorial for magnetizing the Yuxin Little Magic. This cube measures 55.5 millimeters. It weighs 71.4 grams before magnetization and 81.9 grams after magnetization. The edge piece wall thickness, the gauge is 0.96 millimeters, and the corner piece plastic measures at 0.90 millimeters. Since my favorite cube right now is the Waylong GTS-2M with N42 5x1 magnets, I wanted to see if I could get a similar feel in the Yuxin Little Magic. So in order to do this, I'm going to take a couple of cubey pieces out. I'm going to take an edge piece apart and a corner piece apart, and I'm going to compare the magnetized ones out of my GTS-2M to some magnets that I'm going to try in the Yuxin Little Magic cubey pieces. There's a real useful product called FunTac. It's made by Loctite, and they're really mounting tabs. You can put like paper artwork on the wall and posters and stuff like this, but it's really good for checking out doing some preliminary tests with magnets in cubes before committing to gluing them in. And it's putty, so you just pull it off, you just kind of stretch it and roll it up into a little ball, and then you use that as your adhesive to put your magnets in. So what I plan on doing here is comparing a couple of pieces out of my GTS-2M, and I'm going to try different magnets. I'll go ahead and tell you what I settled on for this. I settled on the Gaussboys N35 4x2 magnets. I'm going to show you now how I compared the two. It's just a matter of moving the pieces against each other, pulling, sliding them across each other, and seeing if you can match them to a pre-existing cube. Does it work exactly 100% of the time? No, but it will get you into the ballpark area. And now since we've decided on which magnets we're going to use, let's go ahead and disassemble the cube. While you're doing this, it's a good idea to get a clean soft rag and some rubbing alcohol and just clean off all the factory lube. Just about every cube that you get nowadays is going to be factory lubed, and it's just a lot easier to work on a cube that's not all lubey. Disassembling the edge piece is very easy. You'll end up with two halves and then the little base which comes off. The Yuxin Little Magic, like a lot of cubes these days, has a three-part corner piece. You just gently pull it apart and you're left with three main pieces in this cool orange base. Once everything's disassembled, gather the stalks and the bases and the core and put those in a bowl and just sit those to the side. Here's the position of the magnets. Don't make the mistake like I did on my first cube and put them on the other side. No! When you do that and you put everything back together, one of the retaining tabs in the corner piece third will not close because the magnet's in the way, and you end up having to get a razor blade and cut that little section out. The best way to do it is right here, like I'm showing. And the first magnet that we'll glue is the edge piece magnet, and it goes at the bottom of the post on the floor surface of the cubey piece. And you see that I always put a little piece of paper on the last couple of magnets on my little stick of magnets. Always remove the magnets that you're gluing for the edge piece magnets from the opposite end. Prior to gluing, I like to clean the internal surfaces of the cubey pieces where the magnets will be glued. To glue the edge piece magnets, I put a small drop of glue at the area where the magnet will go. I slide it into position and I make sure it's tucked in there pretty good. And I'll add an additional drop of glue on top of that. That helps seal it in. Then I simply pull the stick of magnets away, and then I put a little helper magnet to kind of hold the glued in magnet in place if you're using a different kind of adhesive other than super glue. I generally tend to glue on a flat surface. I put my drop of glue, I attract the magnet away from the glue, and then I just kind of drag it into the glue. You can see just kind of get coated like that as it kind of gets snug in its area. I put my additional drop of glue. I use Gorilla brand Impact Tough Formula Super Glue. It's kind of a gel type glue. Put my helper magnet, put them to the side, and you have 24 of these to do. As soon as we get finished with this phase, we'll be gluing our corner piece magnets. Now we glue the corner piece magnets. I put a drop of glue at the area where the magnet will be placed. I remove the helper magnet from the edge piece half, and I'll align the fronts of the edge piece half to the corner piece third, and I drop my magnet into position. It clicks right into place. Make sure to line the fronts of the pieces up so that they're straight across and even, and then we put an additional drop of glue. Then we set these to the side. You'll have 23 more to glue like this, and then that's it. And here is everything freshly glued. All the magnets have been glued into place. I'm going to let these things sit overnight, so it's lights off until tomorrow. And here we are the next day. My QB pieces have set overnight. The glue's hardened and cured. No magnets are going to be sliding around. Everything's ready to reassemble. So I want to go from this to this to this to this, and then we're going to do our polarity check without the core. Our polarity checked out perfectly. Now we have an awesome new magnetized cube. It's time to reassemble. Set the tensions to your preference, lubricate it to your preference, break your cube in, and enjoy it. The Gaussboys N35 4x2s ended up being a little stronger than I had anticipated. I didn't quite match the feel of my Waylong GTS 2M, but it's still an acceptable magnetic pull force feel. I wouldn't say that it's overly strong. It's not subtle. If you like to feel your magnets and you like that tactile response of feeling the magnets click and you want that extra stopping power that a stronger magnet can give, then this magnet does it. On a scale from light to heavy, it's in the middle, slightly leaning to heavy, slightly leaning to the stronger side of medium. So it's not subtle, but it's not overly strong, but it's just a tad past medium. So if you like that tactile feel and you want to feel your magnets kind of click into place, this is a good magnet. The first Little Magic that I magnetized, I used an N35 4x1.7. They're advertised as 4x2s from magnets365.com, but they actually measure out slightly undersized at 4x1.7. That magnet may be a little more acceptable in this cube, probably would appeal to a wider range of solve styles, I would think. It's more subtle than this. So if you're looking for a more lighter or subtle feel, you might want to consider using a 4x1.5 in this cube. N35, N38, probably N35, 4x1.5 would probably have more of an appeal across a wider range of solve styles. If you like it smack dab in the middle, leaning slightly toward the strong side, the Gaussboys N35 4x2s are perfect for that. I don't know if I'd go any stronger than this because this is such a free-flowing, very smooth cube. It just would kind of seem like it would just kind of defeat that. It'll certainly hold it in to alignment and all that, but the N35 4x2 does that fine without needing to go any stronger. Well, I hope this tutorial's been helpful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section. If you've magnetized this cube, let me know what magnets you prefer, what you found works best for yourself. The more we share this information, the more our knowledge grows of what works best in each cube. Okay, guys, until the next time, see you later. Happy cubing. Bye. Hey guys, DM Cubing. Today we're going to magnetize the Yuxin Little Magic. One more for posterity.